Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum, and today in this video, folks, I am going to be showing you how to get rock drake eggs. And from all the methods that I have tested, this to me is the easiest way of getting those rock drake eggs. So I've tried out a couple of methods, so I definitely wouldn't recommend doing this on foot, which is why I have some stuff behind me, some creatures behind me. I've tested out the basilisk, I have tried out the ravager, but the best creature is the carcanos. And in this video I'm going to be going through all the stuff that you need to know about getting these eggs and how best to do it. So if you folks enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and why not check out some of my other video tutorials? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Okay, so let's get to the ravagers. Now they are pretty decent mounts, however it's a bit derpy. As you can see, some of them take radiation damage, others don't. I don't really quite get how this actually works. For example, this one hasn't taken any damage whatsoever, the other one has and continues to take radiation damage. Although the debuff doesn't show on it, but yeah, you can see that it's been hurt and it's not a fault anything. The other creature that I tried out was the basilisk, just because of its dig ability. Now you can see in the upper right corner that it is taking radiation damage, and while the dig is good, the problem with that is once you get surrounded by rock drakes, you can't move despite being underground, which kind of doesn't make much sense to me. But anyways, yeah. Also, the ravine where the rock drakes spawn their eggs aren't all straight, and it's got some ditches here and there, and once you get the basilisk into a ditch, you are unable to get it back out. Which then brings me to the carcanos. Now the carcanos can jump. That allows you to check out the nests without actually having to climb or anything on foot, because its jump is quite high, as you can see. Also, you can reach the nest with the carcanos, meaning again you don't have to do it on foot. Also, a high level carcanos can deal with all the drakes that you've peeved off because you've taken their egg. For those that will be using the carcanos method, I do suggest investing points in health. So my carcanos has got some around 20,000 health, and all the rest of the points have been invested in damage. So that will help us deal with all the angry rock drakes. Here are the coordinates for the area where I'm going to get my eggs from. For those that don't know, there are some visual references. Okay, so that was one of my ravagers that has been killed by radiation, the one that for some reason seemed to suffer from it. And as you can see ahead of me, there's that little bone there. Now the basilisk does struggle to get over it. Carcanos, no problem whatsoever, as you will see in a bit. Also, while I'm in the air, I can actually check out the area around me to see what eggs or what nests have eggs. And let's have a look here. No, I think there might be an egg around here. Let's just give that another go. Ah, there we go. There is a nest with an egg, so I'm going to go and check that out. Now, I'm not going to be taking just any eggs. I can actually be quite fussy because I am in no rush to get back out. So if it's not a high level egg, then I will not pick it up and just leave it there, as I will be looking just specifically for high level eggs. Okay, so you also do use the crosshair to aim where you're going to jump, and as you can see, it has landed quite nicely on the nest. Let's check this out. No, I mean, it's a decent egg, but not high enough for my taste. So I am just going to continue deeper in this area that spawns rock drake eggs in search for a high level rock drake egg. Okay, so I have found an egg. I have actually forgot to press that record button. It's not a problem, but I did butt in to say that also, whilst you are here, do keep an eye out for Reaper Kings and Reaper Queens. If you see one, do not engage. Just make your way out of the area and go find eggs in a different area. There are a couple areas on the map. There's no point in losing your Karkanos. As I said before, I did find an egg and loot the nest and killed all of the rock drakes that were angry with me. I have also used the meat off of the kills to heal my Karkanos. Oh, there we go. Unhappy Drake. And as a side note, I would also like to add that you will probably most likely want to have a preferably bulb dog, because they also show you if there are high level creatures in the area, and I'm probably hoping to show you that as well. So yes, with me I also have a bulb dog for that reason. It doesn't just give me the charge, it also tells me if there are high level creatures in the area. So there's a nest there. Let's check that one out. Oh, there we go. There's an unhappy nameless down there. Unfortunately, he can't get up here. So I'm just going to see this egg, see what level it is, and position myself for a quick escape. Okay, I'll take that. Now, the other thing you want to know about getting these eggs on a Karkanos, do not fight the rock drakes on the nest, because it is a bit derpy and they seem to be able to sneak underneath the Karkanos, and the Karkanos cannot hit once it is in the air for some reason. So you need to be secure on the ground. And as you will see now, hopefully, I have peeved off enough rock drakes to... Yeah, I can hear more. Okay. Yeah, I was just saying that I have peeved off enough rock drakes to show you guys that the Karkanos can easily deal with them. Now, you may get quite a few of them on you. Do not panic. Just keep hitting the rock drakes. And also, don't forget that you can use both clicks on both buttons on the mouse. So that's left click and right click at the same time to hit with both claws. So that actually increases the amount of damage that the Karkanos does, and you want to be doing as much damage as possible, as you will find yourself surrounded by very, very upset rock drakes once you've taken an egg. So as you can see, I've got a couple of high level eggs already. Additionally, don't forget to heal your creature after fighting a horde of rock drakes, as you will not know what you will bump into around the next corner. And new eggs might have also spawned in that you might want to pick up, so it pays to be prepared. Okay, so now that you've got all the rock drake eggs that you want, you find yourself in a bit of a situation, and that you have a Karkanos down in a very dangerous area. So how do you get it out? Well, that is quite simple. I am going to be including that in this tutorial. So the first place you'll want to come is to where I am, and I'm just going to show you the surroundings a bit so you guys can see exactly where I am, as well as the coordinates. So here are the coordinates for my location. On one side you saw the little skeleton area, on the other side was the entrance into the boss arena, and between them you will find this area, which at some point will lead you on a path that goes around the cliff walls of this biome all the way to the top. Well, not actually all the way to the top, but enough to get you into the next biome. So in this portion of the video I will show you how to get to that footpath from here, from the bottom of this biome. Now it can be a bit tricky to get to the footpath that goes up, which is why I will be including that in this video. And once you have reached the coordinates that I showed you before, just carry on going in deeper. We will be looking for a specific landmark, and that is a hole in the walls that looks somewhat similar to a hourglass. At least it does to me anyways. And also there's blue light coming from it. So that will be our first landmark. At that point we will want to take a left. Okay, so I am quite close to that hourglass hole in the wall that I was telling you about. Hopefully we should see it after this bend. There we go, there it is. That is my first landmark, so it does look to me like an hourglass that's straight ahead. We're not going to go that way, we're going to go left. However, be careful, there are two paths. I'm going to show you both of them just so you have a better understanding. So I'm going to go down the first path, and there's one down to my right. This one just leads to this view, nothing to be seen here, and obviously now I'm going to have to fight these things because it's angry with me for some reason. Okay, so there's two of them. Also notice that in my lower right corner of my screen there is a new icon, something that looks like glowing eyes. That is from the bulb dog, which is telling me that there is a high level creature in the area. Okay, so I'm going to sort these rock drakes out. I'm gonna just gently afterwards go deeper in the area that I'm already in to show you what to expect from this area. And the only reason I'm doing that is that this portion of the map often has me confused and I end up going down the wrong path. So I'm going to show this portion in a bit more detail so that people can see what it looks like and can see what to look for and where not to go. Because after all, we're not trying to go deeper in this portion of the biome. We're trying to get our eggs out so that we can incubate them. Alright, so as you can see, there's absolutely nothing, and this just turns back on itself and it just leads us back into the biome that we are trying to escape. You'll know that this is the wrong area because you'll see this pink waterfall, so just turn back simply because the right path is not far from you. And from my perspective, this is a mistake that can be easily made and easily corrected. So just turn back, head back on yourself, go towards the wall that had the hourglass shape in, and you'll see that there is another path, just like I'm showing you in this portion of the video. Okay, now that I'm on the right path, again, as you can see, it splits up. The first one really leads nowhere apart from a cliff, and I've just aggroed another duo of rock drakes, so I'm just going to deal with these. You will want to take the second fork in the road because that will take us to a bridge, which will then lead us to the path around the canyon area of this biome that takes us out of this area. Okay, so this is now the right path that we're supposed to be on. As you can see, it's a bit purpley, and at the end on the right side there is a bit of a, well, I think it's a bridge. It looks to me like a bridge. I think it's a bridge, and that is your landmark to tell you that you are on the right path. From here on, just follow the path all the way up, and it just goes all the way around in a spiral shape around the cave walls into the next biome. As a side note, you might want to build an outpost or hatching outpost where you can hatch your eggs in the next biome, as it may save you a lot of time on your journey. Okay, so once you get back to your base, put your eggs in the incubation room, and you will need to get your hands on nameless venom. This can be obtained from killing nameless, and it can only be stored in a preserving bin with spark powder. And as I will show you here, there is quite a increase in the spoil timer once you put it in the preserving bin, so that is the best way of storing it. I mean, it's not that difficult to obtain. The nameless venom is the exact same thing as the wither milk on scorched earth, only difference being that this is used for rock drakes. Now on to the incubation portion of the video, as it is a bit different than the wyvern eggs on scorched earth. These require a low temperature, so you will want to set up your air cons in a 5x4 design, so that'll mean a total of 12 air cons, and as you can see, it works and they will incubate Now, I have tried other layouts and designs, however, I didn't get much success off of those, which is why I'm showing you this particular design and layout for the Aircons. Once the baby drakes are out, don't fear, you have plenty of time. They do come out with a decent amount of food, unlike other creatures where you will need to feed them instantly. So that is not the case for the rock drakes, and I normally tend to feed them the nameless venom upon imprinting. But as I said before, getting the nameless venom isn't all in all a difficult thing. All you need to do is kill nameless until you get their venom. You may want to use a strong mount, as it does help quite a bit. And that is how to get rock drakes. Now, from my perspective, this is by far one of the easiest methods of getting rock drakes, and I think everybody should be using this. There's no point in risking your gear and everything else down there, as it is quite a dangerous area. And this is the simplest and most effective way of doing it from my point of view. Well, that is it for this video tutorial, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found the information in this tutorial useful. If you have, don't forget to let me know by hitting that like button. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and why not check out some of my other helpful videos? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Until next time, stay safe, folks.